2 years ago, I lost 40 pounds in 4 months in the healthiest way possible. I completely changed my eating habits, how much I showed up in the gym, and 2 years later, I gained it all back. So I'm on a mission to get back to the healthiest version of myself because that's when I felt the best. And let's be clear, both are beautiful, but I just have a preference. So let's get into the vlog. Today I woke up absolutely not wanting to do anything, but I was like, no, I gotta get out of this slump because literally last night I made a whole bowl of pasta after doing like the hardest workout. So kind of down bad, negative aura points there, but we're gonna redeem them today. So the next morning I got up and I wanted to go to the StairMaster immediately. And honestly, I just wanted to just start prepping myself. So I started stretching. And then I just kind of got to it. I wanted to procrastinate as long as possible, but I knew the quicker I start, the quicker I can finish. I'm actually kind of nervous to see how well I do on this because this will be my first day going past anything over like 5 minutes on the StairMaster and out of this big back mentality. So here we are, not big backing it anymore, and enjoy the rest of the video. I'm only on minute 2, but what I realized is that I probably should have brought a towel so that I could like cover up the time and not like subconsciously think, oh my gosh, I have so much time left. That's just my like little thought of the day. I also left my water bottle at home. They have water here, but only if you have a water bottle to refill. So I'm really raw dogging right now. That countdown was definitely from Miss Susie J. Todd because I felt that. Girl, I get it. I understand why number 1 always ended on the middle finger because, oh my gosh. And I only did 20 minutes today. Let me stop hyperventilating in your ear. Let's go stretch. So I have a guest pass because I haven't decided if I'm gonna go back to a gym or just keep using my boyfriend's like free apartment gym. I think I'm gonna go back to a gym because I love the aesthetic and it gives me like another place to go to. Long story short, I had to pay $25 for a guest pass. And so my goal is to always do at least the minimal amount of minutes that I had to pay for to get into a gym. They went from 20 to 25. So I did 20 minutes on the stairs. We do 5-minute walking and we're just gonna call it a day because we got errands to run. And now we're gonna go do some quick errands and then we'll go back home and get some good eats because I did not have a healthy breakfast. I didn't have breakfast at all. I also left my water bottle at home. They have water here, but only if you have a water bottle to refill. Literally bombastic side eye. Okay, just give me a second. Give me a second to collect myself. Pro tip, kids, don't leave your water bottle at home or you'll be drinking out of a dentist cup. Daily movement is so important. The way I felt before coming into this gym, I was really feeling kind of fussy because of like things that happened prior to going. And then now I just feel like I'm on top of the world. So truly get out of your head and get to the gym. Like, I don't care what you do 20 minutes of something every day. You could just be walking. That's it. I finished and completed my water shot. So I was gonna go home and like get showered, get dressed for the day, but I figured while you're already out, just like finish the errands you need to finish so that you can do everything else you need to do at home or in a different location. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm going to go to Plato's Closet to try to get some money off of clothes that I bought, didn't wear, or just like grew out of. Let's get to it. Sweaty and messy, but it's okay. We've seen worse days. I've dropped off the clothes at Plato's. It's gonna be about an hour or less. I'm gonna go to Nordstrom Rack, see if they have anything, and let's do a little spring shopping because we're gonna do a lot of spring cleaning. I overheard these cute girly pops talking about that Nordstrom Rack is opening a new location that's a little bit closer to my house in a month. So I'm pumped. It pays to just be quiet and listen. I'm so happy. honestly don't know if this is a shirt or a dress. So for the confusion alone, I am not gonna get it. She is secure, girlies. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, I'm $32.08 richer than I was before I dropped the clothes off, so I feel all right. But I'm gonna be bringing my boyfriend's clothes in because they always need men's wear, and he has so much stuff that has migrated into my closet, so I might as well get paid for it. I want to try to get some healthy snacks and do better with my diet on top of trying to like actually do better in the gym. So we'll see how this goes. I have my Pinterest board, so let's get it. Just a quick moment for Miss Jessie's products. This is not sponsored whatsoever, but I've been using these products since college, and it has made my hair just like absolutely the healthiest it's ever been. I use the Jelly Soft curls and the Feather Soft pillow curls. Those are like my go-to. After a fresh wash, putting that on there and then just like styling it, putting in a bun or whatever I plan to do with it is just super helpful. I have a little bit of like retraining of my hair that I need to do here because I'm always curling this part. But long story short, I just wanted to give a little quick shout out because that is the vibe. Don't you love when you're talking at a camera for like 5 minutes and it's not recording at all? That's me. Welcome to my life. Long story short, right now we're doing meal prepping because tomorrow's Sunday and I'm not gonna wanna do it then. I'm just gonna wanna think about my week, what I have coming up at work, what I have coming up personally, what I have coming up as far as like long term but short term, like within the next month. And I really wanna just get like back on track that way. So today is reserved for making sure that I have all my meals ready to go. And right now I'm gonna make chicken and rice. I'm gonna look at what vegetables I have and try to make that into like a little vegetable medley. Then I'm gonna be juicing all my fruit so that I don't have to think about making a smoothie and then having to go through everything. Like I just want the stuff ready to go so I make less bad decisions when it comes down to eating, especially on this 21-day challenge. The goal is not to completely cut out food that you don't wanna keep eating anymore that's like gaining the weight. It's reducing it as much as possible until you get to a point where that's just not the desire anymore. Your goal right now is to take the taste out of your mouth. So with a lot of prayer and a lot of work, we're gonna get that done. What I'm most excited for through this whole meal prep though is my favorite dessert / healthy snack. I call it a dessert because there's like natural sugars and apples, but I'm trying to do like replacements of getting like ice cream or like a brownie with actual things that can satisfy that craving that's actually good for me. So my go-to snack is Empire. I have to tell you the apple because it's just not gonna taste the same if you don't get the exact apple. Empire apples, chopped up with a little bit of lemon juice on top. So good. So let's get cooking. Rice almost done. If you've been following me on TikTok, you know that I do a series called The Hard Truth. And it's basically just a series to get you to like refocus your mindset daily. And I don't know why this kind of became a series. I think I truly had watched a video on TikTok one day and they were like, lock in. And I just locked in and never like locked out. Like ever. There was a time when all that TikTok jargon of like, it might go, it might stay. It kind of put me in the headspace of like, okay, maybe I should start thinking about other platforms, which is why I started posting a little bit more consistently on YouTube. But the point is, the hard truths are meant to help you really lock in and really stay focused on the plan that God has for you, the path that you're going on prayerfully. They're both in alignment. And I need that specifically for myself because if I'm trying to be it, no, sorry, not trying. If I am it, if I am exhibiting that, if I'm exuding that, I'm going to be it because I am operating in that energy, which means I can only be that. I posted a couple TikToks recently talking about make moves, not noise. And to elaborate on that a little bit more, if you have an idea or a dream that you're really working towards, don't tell everybody about it. Like you can be excited, tell your most trusted people, and sometimes even that's limited. Make some progress and let people see it. Start the conversation through action, not through your words. Because what I've learned over time, psychologically, the brain doesn't know the difference between something being done or not when you're talking about it, because it thinks you're talking about it in past tense or future tense. Like, there's no way of it knowing. Now check with someone who's actually like in the science field, but I read that before and I was like, that makes so much sense, where I used to talk about things and didn't execute on them. Like, they were truly just a thought. They just ran in my mind like that, and I never saw it again because I never did anything with it. And I just don't want that to be a consistency piece in your life where you talk about it, but you're not about it. And then I went on to say, no urgency, no upgrade. No urgency in the lifestyle that you want, in the version of yourself you want to see. You're not going to get the upgrade that you think you deserve because you're not putting in the works. And to keep it biblical, because I'm going to always draw it back to God. Faith without works is dead. You can't say, I believe, but you do nothing. You don't operate through the love of Christ. You don't operate and try to die to your fleshly self and operate more in the spirit of God, which is being kind, not being quarrelsome or like troublesome or just being like super like bumping heads with people. And we all fall short of the glory of God. We are all sinners. So just because we dedicate our lives to God and just because we say we're going to do better and be better doesn't mean that we're going to hit it on the nail every time. By grace through faith, we're saved. So by the grace of God, we don't get what we deserved, because by faith, we are saved. And so I believe truly in my heart that if I'm trying to live a good life, and if I believe, and I do believe that Jesus Christ died on the cross for my sins, he rose 3 days later and paid it all so I had a chance at eternity. And I will preach that message as much as I can. And I pray that the Holy Spirit speaks through me to you if you've been on the fence about it, if you don't know. And not to turn this into something outside of it, but I will never miss an opportunity to preach the gospel. Sometimes I get tripped up over my words, but I pray that God continues to give me a boldness and gives you a boldness and a curiosity to learn more and understand his love for you. So I digress there. I want to make that a whole completely separate video in the future, especially when I have a little bit more eyes to get people more excited about learning about God. But it all works in tandem with what we're trying to do with this life, this very finite, short life that we get. But I really want y'all to lock in. I really want you to trust in God. If you can't trust in yourself, trust in God. And if you do have confidence, but you're just not showing up for yourself, eliminate the distractions. If you're not distracted, find the consistency in your day, daily, that helps you stay on track. There are going to be rest days. There are going to be some days where life is lifing. But at the end of the day, if you have a foundation, a base, for me, that's God, you don't lose sight of the purpose, even if you don't know what that is yet. So let's get back into the vlog. I just want to come in here and say sprinkle a little sauce like that, because I know I started on TikTok and now I've migrated to YouTube, and I want to kind of merge the two at some point. So I hope that was helpful to someone. It has been a long day, but I'm happy to have felt productive versus just busy. I feel like I got a lot of stuff done and I feel so much more prepared for the week. As you get ready for your week, here are a few takeaways. Write things down and make sure that you're productive, not just busy. Make sure that you set yourself up for success. So if you want to work out, lay your clothes out the night before, meal prep before the week comes so you don't make bad decisions. And lastly, be kind to yourself. You're trying new habits and routines all the time. You're gonna miss the mark, and some days you're gonna be on top. But at the end of the day, you're always kind to yourself. All right, I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Party of One podcast. Peace.